Just being here in Puerto Vallarta is a phenomenal gift because, as you've probably experienced, the people have such open hearts and they're not in their heads and they're very unplugged, as Bart uses that word. They're very content people, so I think there's a healing just being here, let alone being here for such an auspicious occasion. And then being in the ocean, I made sure I got into the ocean on a daily basis. And I noticed that I wasn't having any physical discomfort during meditation. It just, my whole body feels like it's in the ocean all the time. So there's a reason, I think, why Bart chose this place and chose a place where we can get into the water, and it's healing on every single level. I think it's the perfect location for something like this.
You need to know that you're supported to just let go. So I mean, like the first 2 days when I get here, like my life, my busyness, my life is still in my head, and I'm still like worrying about things and taking care of this and how am I paying for that, and just eventually you're supported, or there's nowhere else to go except be in the sun and eat, so you drop all of that. That's big. If we were doing this at home, I think I'd be in and out of my life. I have loved Puerto Vallarta, you know, and just for, this may talk to a lot of people actually. At home, I have tons of food sensitivities, and I even have a hard time like going out to restaurants at home to eat, and I have eaten here all week without being ill at all. And people at home are thinking, oh, be careful, don't go to Mexico because you're going to get sick. Well, the food's been fabulous, so it's been very safe for me.
I love Puerto Vallarta. This is my 7th time here, and it's such an amazing place. And to have the intensive at the Sheraton, it's a beautiful hotel. The staff is great, the rooms are beautiful, the whole property is great. You're right on the beach, and we get to be on the beach during our breaks, and it's, you know, just a few steps away and it's right there. Everything is around here. There's a great restaurant across the street, a vegetarian one, which is wonderful. There's banks, there's the chiropractor just down the street, which is even better. And the energy here is just really, really nice. I mean, Puerto Vallarta, no matter what, come here, the people, they're just so friendly, so easygoing, so they come from their heart. It's just a great place to be.
Oh, Puerto Vallarta. Wasn't sure about it before I arrived, and had read what Bart wrote about Puerto Vallarta. And as soon as I came into the hotel, I knew exactly what he was talking about. The people here are beautiful. They have a way of being that I think is a way a lot of us should consider living by. There's just a sense of peace and joy in this city, and I'm sure throughout the entire country. So it's the perfect spot for a meditation intensive.
Warmth, sun. Let's see, Toronto is now experiencing 1 foot of snow. That's great in itself. Puerto Vallarta is an interesting place. It's a third world country or area, but you feel so safe here. I've walked down streets that maybe in other towns I would look and go, now I don't worry about it. The people are wonderful. They're beautiful people. They're friendly. They're helpful. The water's here. The sun's here. What more can I say? Bart's here. And Dr. Williams.
I mean, if you start with Puerto Vallarta, I mean, the people here are wonderful, and there's just an openness to people here that the person that I'm rooming with is trying to learn how to speak Spanish, and everywhere he goes, he's talking to the guy in the bus and the guy that hands out the towels and the guy at the restaurant, and everybody's stopping to help him and correcting his language, and no, you say that this way, and you know, you could do, and it's, you know, they don't know him from Adam. They don't have to stop, but that's the atmosphere that's here. And on Sunday night at the Malecon, kind of everybody comes out, and it's a kind of a festival atmosphere, and you've got young children who are 2, 3 years old, your parents, grandparents, uncles, siblings, boyfriends, girlfriends, and they're all out, and it's the whole community is here. It's the Mexican community is coming out to celebrate, and you know, other places that I've been in the Caribbean or in Mexico even, I haven't noticed that sort of atmosphere. So it's a very welcoming atmosphere in Puerto Vallarta.
When we checked in here, I was like, it's got no walls. I mean, it's open. It's wonderful. And when you come through, you can see the palm trees and the ocean as you walk into the hotel. It's fantastic. I mean, I came from snow here, you know, and so and I said to, and when we got to our room, we opened up the windows, and it's wonderful. The warmth and the caring, and the Mexican people are so warm and caring.
It's wonderful to be with the people here. Most people come by themselves, so it's really a nice opportunity. You have the opportunity to be with the group. One, just within the meditation is amazing, the energy in the hall and the experiences you share. But beyond that, the other night we were sitting on the Malecon, the boardwalk in Puerto Vallarta, and we were together having this amazing fish dinner, just talking about our experiences, watching the sunset on the ocean. There's these performers along the boardwalk, and there was a mime and a band and people literally dancing in the streets. Like, it's an experience with the people, the whole thing. It's the whole piece, the meditation and, you know, the time you spend outside the meditation, which is really wonderful.
It's also a great joy to be doing this in a place like Puerto Vallarta, which is so beautiful, and the ocean, which is incredibly healing and soothing.
Puerto Vallarta has the most wonderful people. I don't know if it's the sunshine, whether it's the Mexican disposition or what, but you know, coming from the sort of buttoned up British Isles or upstate New York, you know, it's a little bit different here. They're sunny, they're smiling, there's nothing they won't do for you. They're very willing. Their English goes from absolutely super to spotty, but spotty is much better than my Spanish, so somehow I'm always able to make myself understood. I love the weather. The location here is super. We have wonderful rooms that overlook the Pacific, and you feel the breezes coming in at night, and you know, see pirate ships all lit up with fireworks going off at night and that sort of thing. There are cruise ships that come in further to the north. Puerto Vallarta is warm, it's got a real heart, it's perfectly safe. Most of us come here either with a friend or alone, and I would say the proportion is more female than male of participants, and none of us have felt uncomfortable walking around at night.